Let's jump right into the sauce, shall we? We begin in Miami, Florida, where Pooh Shiesty is facing potentially 20 years over a nightclub shooting.
This is fucking beautiful. So apparently he was going out to a nightclub, had like a shit ton of money that dropped out of his pants, and then gunfire.
That's
more or less.
What had happened was, you see, that's supposedly the story where he's charged with, Pooh Shiesty being charged with aggravated battery.
He shot a security guard.
Because the security guard was shot in the ankle once the money fell out. He got shot in the ankle. Now, Florida is a particularly punitive state. There are a lot of rappers as of late who have like gotten done in the clink. I think there was one artist who like him and his brother were pulled over by police in Miami over the weekend. And I'm not sure what they were doing. They just seemed to be with their entourage. But whereas like, you know, we had the Monday Steakhouse shooting with with the baby's entourage, then we have this Pooh Shiesty thing. Mm-hmm. I think there's definitely a balance in between like there's rappers doing ignorant shit versus we have an overly punitive justice system. Yeah. And like a mandatory minimum for Pooh Shiesty. I have my Pooh Shiesty bias. I think he's like pretty good, like as a new upcoming artist. But 20 years? 20 years? In the same state that George Zimmerman went free? Interesting. I'm just gonna say that's interesting.
Like, damn. Apparently he's facing the same judge he faced like a few months ago.
Long time listener, first time caller.
He's gonna be like, long time no see. What's here today? Look, ankle shooting today. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting thing with Pooh Shiesty. Of course, we get to, through this, nominate Pooh Shiesty for the Mugshot Awards.
Oh, gorgeous.
Because that's there. But I not just because I have a particular bias towards him and I kind of like his music, but I hope this gets like a little bit kind of reasoned out here. Anyways, NBA YoungBoy's lawyer demands a pretrial release after his lawyers went through some evidence about the way in which that NBA YoungBoy was arrested. And they found out it was through a police sting operation that was reportedly called YoungBoy Never Free Again.
They're not even trying to hide the blatant racism. All of this is fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
To be clear, because this is like No Chill Island, we're not laughing because like that's funny. This is a horrible situation.
Oh no, it's a terrible situation.
Like, the fact they called it
Never Free Again. Like it's the audacity of being like, hey Jim, we gotta do some operation. Like we think that NBA young boy, yeah, I think that's what it is, Jim. Let's call it, what does NBA stand for? Never broke again? Nah, he's gonna be never free again.
Yeah, I mean, the LAPD, we also had a story earlier this year where there's a George Floyd Valentine, essentially, that was being passed around. That was something like a joke about being able to breathe and be mine. So like, LAPD's full of
it's pretty shitty.
Let's say LAPD's full of Tuesday night at the Comedy Cellar kind of guys. Yeah. Who also have guns and issues from when they were high school bullies. But yeah, like, and this is not in any defense of NBA YoungBoy. This is just my same sort of 50-50. I think there's a line between these rappers do ignorant shit and our criminal justice system is overly punitive.
My favorite thing is how many guys they got onto their, how many people got onto theirs. So several FBI agents, 3 LAPD vehicles, 11 uniformed and plainclothes LAPD officers, a task force officer, and a ghetto bird were all on the scene at the time of his initial arrest. Y'all are so, LAPD is so afraid of black people that they send out a whole fucking force, a whole battalion out there just to go to, exactly.
Yeah.
Damn. Never Free Again's fucking hilarious.
Like, it's sort of the audacity that they would just like call it, you know, it'd be funny if we put another black person in jail.